Rainy. Like last night. How's it? Hey, Liz. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii Museum. Channel. Haha. Aloha, everybody. It is Wednesday, June 24th, and we'll have to instantly get this colorful light on. I think it's from I think this is from some old Pride Parade thing. But, hey. Oh, come on. Let's put it up here then. And, flag. Okay, sorry. Things are falling apart. I'm in a rush because it's Wednesday, and I have an afternoon appointment with the urologist, which is a routine thing, and I have Toastmasters this morning, and it just seems like, wow, a bunch of stuff just always seems to run down the thing. I'm always rushing off to something, and if I rush on these, I bump the wire, and then it's more difficult to fix the mistake. So anyways, little vlog, little news. The birdies seem to have gotten the picture. It did rain last night. It had this weird thing called Screaming Eagle. And I just love the name because old airplane pilots, airplane pilots from the past used to look at these pictures in the weather that show this weather pattern, and they said it looks like a screaming eagle, and the name stuck. It's just like a little weather pattern that came in and just rained on everybody and then left. And now the birdies might have been gone because I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what. Anyways, summer is kicking along, but the midpoint is past. So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, what? It's summer. It's very hot, and that rain was welcome because it was so hot. And elsewhere, it's deadly hot. Paris and other things. There's a raging wildfire in Utah. Everything's clouds just everywhere. And stuff. Okay, idea. Make this short. I do have that appointment this afternoon, and I don't know if I'm going to be editing this so easily. The regular news bit. Midterm elections, they're kind of focused specifically on these primaries in different states. One of them being New York City, because Mamdani, the elected mayor of New York, is a progressive Socialist Democrat, something like that. And he endorsed a couple of Democrats in the primary, but they won. So it's like he's doing the thing that Trump likes to do, but the ones that Trump endorsed in other places lost. So it's just a commentary on, they're looking at the incumbent party voters and going like, no, and they're just not supporting. Trump's like, vote for that person. They're like, yeah, right. And Mamdani's like, okay, they're Democrats, so it's New York. Hey, I'm walking here. So also in New York, at the same time, there's some big corruption investigation for the police department. Like those, I don't know what it is about police departments. The chief of police and people involved in the police, they wind up, and maybe they're face to face with crime all the times. They have these corruption things that pop up. That happened in Honolulu. There was the chief of police, and his wife was the main prosecutor of the state. So it's like, and those, they shouldn't write conflict of interest already. They're married? What? But they were also in this huge corruption thing, bribery, and this is just like a mobster bit. Anyways, the reflection pool. That has turned into the reflection pool war, seems like. I mean, of course, there's we didn't really win over Iran, and that treaty is not a treaty, it's like an agreement to ceasefire, 14 points, and they're not congealing. That's going to fall apart, for sure. I think it was meant to fall apart, honestly. So Trump can go back there and bomb and be the good guy before the elections and have his people get elected. And the price of gas is gonna go down. Yeah, right. But the one over here, what I got confused. Oh, the pool, the reflection pool. Yeah, it's back to more algae. He has to blame vandals, which he's just pulling that out of thin air. There's vandals that came by, and where's the proof? There is none. Because there's no vandals, it's just a botched job. And it's an embarrassment, that's the thing, because he promoted it so much that since it failed, and it failed because of him, he picked the wrong contractor. The contractor's inept, contractor's one of his Mar-a-Lago friends. It all just collapsed and failed, and now it has to be blamed on someone other than him. Because it's optics and politics, and it has to be. So, fictitious vandals. I'm sure there's actually vandals walking around, but this was not vandal. They cut the thing 300 feet down, and earlier he said, this thing is uncuttable. Even if you had a knife, you couldn't cut it. He even said that earlier, and then now it's like, they cut it with a knife. It's like, I thought it was uncuttable. So it's just different stuff. But it's really kind of falling apart before the midterm elections, and they're scrambling to make it work. Yeah. And Friday, tomorrow. No, is it tomorrow? No, a couple days. This is Wednesday. They figure the volcano's gonna go. So with that, let's do Hawaii news. If I can find it. Earlier it is. Hawaii news. And let's be fast about it. Come on. Might not be an exciting edit or anything. Pent-up demand lifts isle tourism because it's almost 4th of July. However, overall outlook, visitor industry remains mixed. Yeah, come to Hawaii. They overpriced everything, and it's just tourist trap. So what? Philippine vessels for impacts about to happen, even with tensions on China. The Philippines and China have tensions. Oh, come on, play in mid-pack all the day. And sports. This guy is playing behind, returning. Okay, Finn Kearney is a serving specialist this past season, but they're facing the portal. So I guess this is where they all sign up for different colleges and they move away from UH. So the transfer portal. So goodbye to Finn. Finn's gonna be, oh, I got a good offer. See you later. Bye. I'm scared. And then the World Cup. Ghana surprises England with a tie. See, even ties are exciting. And then there's golf in the World Cup. Oh, they tied. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. A little back in the day, perhaps. Yeah. Remember 1976 when you want to relax, you just go out there and pop the hood in the Volvo. What the heck is this? 76. Thousands of nations' Toyota dealers gathered for their annual convention. Despite separate meetings, 77 car models included this Toyota Corolla, which are shown here in the dealers. So this is like, oh, the Toyota Corolla. It made its debut. Like that. Something supporting the tire. Oh, so it doesn't roll away. The parking brakes aren't great. Guess. Finn's gonna go. Bringing America together. I refuse to answer, Mrs. Shinkletoot. Don't you even think I've already had too much division in this country? No, that's yuck. Is that I guess so. Yeah, it's Wednesday. That was the political cartoon. What we have here?
Picky Pike share program was filed 3 months before the vehicle tag regulations and hypocrite citizens allegations.
Do this one. This one here.
Police must enforce vehicle tag regulations.
In reply to a recent letter about expired car registrations, I agree completely.
Expired vehicle tags put all drivers at risk. Cite article June 21st.
Every time I drive, I spot multiple vehicles with expired registration tags, expired safety inspection tags, or both. I understand a 1 or 2 month grace period, but I routinely see tags that are 6 or more months past expiration. Why are these vehicles not pulled over by law enforcement? Granted, expired registration and safety tags are not as high a priority as property and violent crime, but I am sure drivers who blatantly run a red light are pulled over and cited. Why are expired tags not treated the same way? If the current officer shortage is the reason, then... Do you know? No, I don't know. Then why not contract civilians to photograph the expired tags? These errant drivers need to be cited with hefty enough fines to broadcast that this dangerous and negligent approach to driving is not tolerated in our state. Brian Billet Mililani. Oh, thank you, Brian, for sending in your letter and talking in tutu voice. I don't know. I have to go through that license, registration, or safety check and registration, and it's First off, Brian, bless your little heart. You're going off there like looking at people's expired. You're driving around checking how these people are expired, and you want to be paid for it. What? Or something? It's a tough little thing to do. It's money revenue for the state to just dish out tickets. And yeah, I agree. Like, hey, I registered. You register your car too, and it's a process, and registration is expensive actually, and the safety check is kind of a thing, and you have to have your registration current before getting a safety check, and you have to have insurance also to get the safety check. So I go to the same guys on Kamiki gas station, and then they do the thing, but you gotta have the stuff. And okay, so I have USAA, and the little printed card comes out, and you have to print it out. But you can't give them the printed thing because it says printed things are not acceptable. You have to have it off the website. So you have to have, like, you're on the website and you're showing them this. See, that's my insurance. So you have to show the insurance card or take a photo off the website. That's what it is. Screech. It's a mess, and they both happen at the same time. So I got through that. It's a big hassle. No wonder people don't want to do it, and they don't do it, and blah blah. Anyways, time to go run around. It's gonna be one of those days, I think. Okay, aloha to you. Have a good Wednesday. It's kind of fun and nice
And breezy again. It's not so harsh sun. Aloha to you. Have a good aloha day.